Hey guys! Oh my gosh, I totally didn't even have that ready. Okay, so I realized, also, I guess, first of all, if you're watching the replay, let me know you're watching the replay when you got to see it. I know Lisa probably will. Anyways, gosh, my hand, it's like freezing cold. Just hang on one second. Let me get all my stuff adjusted here. Okay, I did the post and I asked you guys to let me know what you wanted to talk about. I think, shit, I just put batteries in this damn thing. Hey, Miss Sarah. Hey, Stacy. Okay, good, Stacy, you're here. Let me find that, like, where I posted that. Hey, Lord, I like that. Hashtag live. Okay, Stacy. One thing, people don't trust MLMs. Oh my God, I know, right? Like, I don't either, seriously. And I would prefer that we weren't an MLM, but at the same time, I actually did like a whole series of videos on this, Stacy. I apologize, I've added a lot of people lately, so if we're already Facebook friends, I apologize, but I'd like you to add me on here for not, so I can tag you in those videos, because I actually did that before I started this business, like before I became an affiliate. I did some videos that explained, like MLMs, like the history of them, you know, like why we don't trust them, like what affiliate marketing is, and explained. What happened? Where's your little Nike jacket? Go put it on, please. It's too cold to be out there like that. And all that, because I knew that people would be like, you know, oh, well, this is the MLM. Like, you know, it's probably like some shit. Like, you never know what an MLM's gonna send you. Like, I have legit seen people say that. So real quick, I'll tell you though, we do have, if you look on your back-end website, you can go to documentation and you can find like the third-party lab reports. You can call the lab, you can call Gen Canna, which is our growers. You know, if you want to like, if anyone wants to like confirm where it comes from, like what's in the oil, all that. But I don't want to go deep into that right now because I have those videos already recorded. People of us, I know, isn't that super weird? So like the thing is though, is like LuLaRoe, first of all, just gave a bad rap to everybody. I'm sorry if you're a LuLaRoe rep. I've seen so much shit come from that company. Like, I feel like they really gave a bad rap to people. And second, like, this is stuff that we're putting in our body, and it's still, even though it's federally, like, legal, like, the states are still giving some crap about it to some people, and that reaches the news, you know, for likes and whatnot, and it's just, in some states, it's still, like, a gray area, or taboo, or whatever. So that's probably like what you're running into, but the best thing you can do is just be consistent. Okay, people are gonna want to see you over time. You know, be consistent with it and just keep like educating and helping people. But what I want to talk to you guys today, I've heard a lot, guys, in the team chat. If you are in my direct downline or I'm friends with you, you should be in a little team chat. It's like a little personal chat, just so I can get a hold of my team like immediately. And I saw some chat yesterday. I wasn't around a whole bunch yesterday. I had a lot going on. But I did see some chat, and I've seen in the past couple weeks, people talking about your business slowing down. Like, it boomed in the beginning. I know, Cheryl, I know. But the thing is, Cheryl, for you, you're already positioned, and you were like the second person to join this team. So you're positioned in a spot that as soon as Wisconsin does get all that cleared out and you do get things going, which should be like super soon with that new bill introduced, you're like positioned like in the best spot, Cheryl. So you'll be okay. But I want to talk to you guys about what happens when you do something like this. You start sharing a product. This is every business. This is my business too, like my clothing business. Like, I have literally been through this since 2010, since I started creating businesses. Like, this happens all the time. So I'm going to tell you what happens. You start your business, you promote it, or you buy your products, you get your products. Everyone that knows you, all your friends, all your family, they share your posts, they're super interested, they message you, they check out your website. You have like, you know, everybody wants, you know, to see what you got going on. Okay. And then depending on how big your circle is, this could go on for a month or so, or this could be like a week. Okay. What that is your hot market. So that's people that know you, trust you. You know, like Cheryl said one time, if Tara said wear her underwear inside out, like she would, if it would, you know, but that's like Cheryl's like one of my best friends, and Lauren too. And they know me. So they know when I say like, wow, like this oil got me off of these Loratabs for my back, and they know how bad my back hurts, and, you know, with my scoliosis. So they didn't need to know a lot else. They're like, oh my God, like I'm going to try this oil. Like, you know, Tara doesn't lie. I know Tara, right? That is my hot market. Okay. And then, you know, Cheryl's daughter, had some issues go on, and Cheryl was like, you know, let's try this. Like that's Cheryl's hot market. Hey, Sarah. But what happens is after you post so many times to your hot market, it takes somewhere about 8 to 12 times for someone to like register to like link you with CBD oil. Okay. They have to see that like 8 to 12 times. So by now, when things start dwindling down and going slower, that's because your hot market knows. They know you have it. They've either ordered it, sampled it, or they have your name. And when they're ready and they want to be pain-free and they want to have these benefits, they're going to call you. Okay, and we talked about this before. This might be a news article in their nightly news. It might be another friend talking about it, but they're going to call you because you've positioned yourself as the expert, right? Or the other people that have either signed up, bought a sample, messaged you. Okay, so what that does, that kind of flows into your warm market. So your warm market is still your friends and family, but it's also like your followers that don't know you super personally. They're, you know, waiting to see that you're consistent, waiting to see who else buys it, just kind of, you know, sitting back. Those are people that are warm and receptive to your ideas and your posts and your messages to them. They might just like, you know, I have people still in my warm market that I have talked to since I started this business. And what will happen is they'll just message me. We'll talk. I'll answer their questions, and then I won't hear from them. And then like another 2 weeks, you know, I have one woman that her child has seizures, and about every couple weeks she'll message me and ask me another question about the oil. Do you think it'll help? Do this. This has been going on for like, you know, over a month. So she may not have the money. She may still have some questions. I mean, you know, stuff happens. But I have her name written down, and every Friday, if I haven't talked to her yet, I open back a conversation with her. Okay, I follow up Friday. Okay, so what you should be doing with your warm people is you should be writing their name down. Okay, we already talked about this before in videos and whatnot. You write their name down so you can follow up with them. There are scripts in our team page and in the Launching Your Hempire manual on how to follow up with your hot market, your cold market, and your warm market, because each is different, okay? And cold market are people you've literally never met, okay? So at this point in your business, it's time to focus on your cold market. If you have a team of hot people, you have a list of warm people, it's time to focus on cold. So these are people you've never met. You need to build your circle of friends and followers, okay? So the first thing I noticed, a lot of people that, you know, get to this point, and I ask them, you know, well, how many Facebook friends did you make last week? Oh, well, none. You know, I don't want to add people that can see pictures of my family. Okay, if you literally are only on Facebook, and that is like at like 90%, 80% or more of your business, how are you going to expand your business if you're not expanding your Facebook? Okay, seriously. So my first suggestion is to link your Instagram with your Facebook. If you don't have an Instagram, you need to get an Instagram. Okay, you can hashtag. People can look up those hashtags. It's amazing. You can link it to your Facebook. So everything you post on Instagram will post directly to your Facebook. It's a 2-in-1. You're hitting your cold market on Instagram. It's going to your warm market on Facebook. And your hot market will see it and like it and bump it up for you, okay? You need to just do that. Build your circle of friends. So whether getting on Instagram, using Instagram and Facebook, using better hashtags, whatever it is. So number 2 is, this is something a lot of people don't like to do. You get with the business and you see other people rocking their businesses and you're like, what's going on? Like, how is she doing this? You need to promote and you need to show your face, and you might have to pay for advertisements. I know, that's the thing these days with everybody starting businesses. It was $20 to get in this business. It's probably done something somewhat life-changing for you, or you wouldn't share it with other people, okay? So the thing is, I don't know any business alive that doesn't have to pay for advertising. I spend, I would say, just a couple $100s a month on my boutique, but we sell thousands. So you really need to track things though, like it's return on investments. If you're spending, $10, that's not a good example because you can't run Facebook ads. Let's just say you could run Facebook ads. You figure out a way to not use the word CBD and you run a Facebook ad and you're spending $50 for the ad and you don't get any orders. You need to know that so that your return on investment is high, okay, higher than what you're spending over time, okay? So some ways is, here's some low-cost ways. You can wear it, okay? Get shirts made. Lauren Bratton is my friend. She makes shirts. They're awesome. They're cheap. And people ask you about it. I wore mine. I didn't tell Lauren yet, but I wore mine to the grocery store the other day. I live in Colorado, so I did have a lot of stoners that literally just seen the plant on there and was like, I like your shirt, man. But there was also 2 people that approached me and asked me about the hemp works that I got to talk to in the grocery store, because I had that shirt on, right? And the back said jointeamgems.com. So show it, wear it. The car decal, you don't have to have a huge car decal. You could get a little decal. Have your website on there. Okay, let me put this on you. Let me put this on him. And then pictures, guys. Make sure you're taking pictures and posting them of yourself. If you get a shirt for your kids, don't just post the one picture of, these shirts came in, or they got these shirts and you take a picture. The next time they wear the shirts and you go out for pizza, take a picture of them and talk about the pizza, not the shirt. Okay. So what that is doing, that's leading into number 3, which is called attraction marketing. I am going to go into depth with you guys about this because that's how I do it. This is how I do it. I do my businesses and build my following through attraction marketing. Now, I'm not the best speaker in the world. I'm not the most gorgeous person. I don't have all my shit together. But what I do is I come online and I talk to people and I'm real. This is me. You either love me or, I don't know anyone that hates me. Maybe secretly hate me. I really don't know. But I put myself out there. And basically what I do is you don't, if you go look at my timeline, you might see one post a day possibly that looks like a MLM post, okay? So promoting and just putting something out there. Generally when I'm posting stuff that's either educational, informative, something that's going on in the news. Okay, so that's letting people know that, it is going mainstream. It is something people talk about. It's okay to talk about, and basically just I don't do a ton of the posts that are I don't even know. I can't even think of one right now. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. The post. So basically with attraction marketing, you post more pictures of your life, your lifestyle. So, hey, Melissa. So you joined the exact right time, Melissa, because I just got down to kind of what I talked to you today about I love the post that you did, like that you took it and like made it your own with like your own words. And what I suggested to Melissa was that she just kind of breaks it up with emojis. Now, Melissa's my assistant at my boutique, so she knows, she's seen me post a ton, and I like to break things up with emojis. And I used to see somebody do this all the time. They were with a company called It Works, and they just tons of emojis, like more emojis than letters on their post. And I asked her one time, I'm like, why do you do all these emojis? And she said that there were studies that actually showed that people scrolling like online on their phone and stuff are more prone to stop and read something if it's broken up with emojis, because you kind of like have to stop and kind of think about what they're saying for a second, especially if you replace the words. Like a lot of times I'll replace the word look or something like that with like the eyeballs, okay? And like as your brain is reading it, instead of reading the word look, you see eyeballs, okay? And you're like, oh, and it takes you a minute and you think, you're like, oh, that's look, okay? Or heart for the word love. Yeah, totally. I know I'm right, because that's the thing is like, I thought that lady was full of shit, and then I started doing it, and I was like, oh my God, she's right. So then I looked it up, and there are studies that have been done. Like, it's a legit thing. If you guys don't know how to use emojis in posts, let me know, because I can screen share and actually show you. I can screen share from my phone or my computer, and there's ways to do emojis with both. I know in the Hempire manual, I did link the site that I use on my desktop for emojis. Okay. So anyways, more pics of life. So what that means is, like, for instance, for me, you know, I used to not leave my house a lot because I was like 248 pounds. And with my scoliosis, my back and my hips just hurt all the time. Like I literally like could not, I mean, I could, but I didn't leave my house. So now, like for me in my life, when I post pictures, like, you know, going sledding, or I go live when we're going sledding, or, you know, just anything really, like out and about, that is showing my life, like what I'm doing. And it will be about CBD. Okay, I might be posting about CBD, but I'm actually posting about going sledding. So it might go something like this. Like I might, you know, post a picture of like me sledding down a hill that I had my kid take. And, you know, I might like say, oh my gosh, you know, we got dumped on 4 feet of snow last night, which does happen. I live in the mountains. And, you know, and I'm so happy. Like, I feel great today. I don't have any back pain thanks to my, you know, little miracle oil. And I'm out sledding with my family. And that's like all I post. Okay. And then what I do later is I would probably follow up with the evening post and either share my testimony for how it's helped my back, or just kind of maybe find a testimony and cut it out and post it about someone else's scoliosis, and just kind of like follow up on that attraction marketing post that I did earlier, because people want to see you. They always have products coming at them, you know, but they want to see you. They want to see like real people that it's working for and like how it's working. So that's mainly attraction marketing. Another part of it, I don't really know like where to put this. So I put it with attraction marketing because this is what I do. If you start to notice things you buy online, you're more prone to buy something if people use trigger words like limited, sold out, bestseller, one left. Like, it's just something about the human mind that we want to see other people like it, okay? Other people like something, other people trust something enough that they spent their money on it, so they know, I guess, that it's worth buying. I don't know. It's something weird with us as humans. So, like, I do this a lot in my boutique, and I did it a lot with my samples. Something that I did with my samples, guys, I never had samples, like, okay, I never lied, but I never had all of my samples sell out in 10 minutes. What I did have is enough people interested in messaging me within the 10 minutes that I put. You know, last time my samples sold out in 10 minutes. Now, did I really collect the money in 10 minutes? No. But they did sell to the people. Okay, so basically my point with that, for samples, I would start putting at the top, the last time I did this, these sold out in 10 minutes, and message me if you want your spot. So what that did is, it let people know that these samples go. Another thing I did is I always limited it. So, even if I had 16 samples made up, I never said I had 16 samples. I always said, I have 8 samples, 2 of them are sold. Because I usually had like a list of people, right? So I would have 2 of them sold, and then I'd have, 6 left. And I'd say, message me, I have 6 left. And then after those 6 sold, if more people message me, I put them on this list. And then the next week I would say, I have only 4 samples, 1 of them are sold. And then I would keep updating at the top. I would put ETA, which is edited to add, 5 samples left. And I would put the timestamp. And it's just like that sense of urgency. And that's a really good tip for the samples. Okay. So, hi Megan. Someone typed to Megan that, this is going to go on YouTube right after. Yeah. I know, Cheryl. Now, it's just something about humans. I know if I, for instance, am watching, and I've done it before with Jacob, with Greystone, Makes My Jewelry. I've been watching a sale, and I'll really like something, and I'm like looking at it, considering it, thinking about it. And the longer I think about something, the less likely I am to do it. So I'll be watching, and he'll say something like, oh, this is the only stone I have. I got it from this little shop, and I can't, get any more. And then I'll claim it, because I'm like, that's mine. Like, he doesn't have any more. I like it. I need to know right now. Are we allowed to do samples? Thanks, Cheryl. Yeah, so Stacy, here's the deal. I don't want to say like you can, but I don't want to say you can't, because a few reasons. One, I never got an official email or phone call or anything from the company. I saw a Facebook post that they asked not to do samples because it's rebottling the product. There's no guarantee or anything like that. Now, what I do know is what I do and what I told other people to do from my upline was, yes, okay, do samples. It's the best way, I feel like, to build your business and get things going. But you need to do it in a way that is compliant. So I used to post the bottles of the sample on my page and be like, I have all these ready to go out. What I do now, I don't show pictures of it being rebottled. I don't use the word HempWorks, and I don't even think I use the word CBD. Like, now, I will just literally post, I have 4 samples this week. Who wants them? Now, is it as effective as, try before you buy the full bottle? But no, it's not. But it still works, and it can still be worked, okay? So what you do also is every time someone comments, shows interest, anything like that, but they don't immediately buy a bottle, you can message them and say, hey, I have some samples. Make sure you let them know it's out of your personal, your personal oil, and that they know there is no 30-day guarantee on it, okay? But that's the way around it. Like, I think people were putting them on eBay and like some crazy things like that. So just don't go crazy. Because you can make good money just selling samples. Because you can do a director's pack for $200 and you can flip it and basically make $400. I know Sarah on my team, she's great with samples. That's how she's built like her whole like deal here. But like, and I told Sarah this from the beginning, what happens when you do samples, it's great upfront money. But as far as long-term, as far as residual income and that volume, And binary is your residual income, okay? You know, it lessens like over time. You know, how do I explain this? Okay, because if someone buys a sample from you and then they come back, say they buy another sample from you, the next month, that's not counting in towards your volume, your binary volume, okay? And binary actually pays really good. I think my check last month for binary, I want to say it was over 100, maybe like 150, just for repeat volume. So that's the thing. I personally would only ever give people one sample, and I always let them know it's a one-time sample. Hang on, I have to check these kids. Cheryl, I think you can do, Maddox Eveland. Look at what I deal with, guys. Say hi.
Hi.
Get out of there. Your dad is sleeping.
Yeah, he woke up.
Yeah, I wonder why he woke up. Leave him alone. My husband worked all night in downtown Denver, splitting fiber, after working all day yesterday. And they're waking him up. Okay, Cheryl, you could, I don't know. I know people sample for taste, like just give a little taste of it so people can see what it tastes like. But especially being where you're at in that state, I would definitely not take anything out of a bottle and put it for sale there. Because that is the same as retail sales, which retail sales of CBD are not legal in every state. The company can ship to every state because they're in Nevada and they found like, you know, loopholes to be able to do that. But we can't like put it on shelves and like sell it to people in every state yet. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, but I don't know. I think I went through my whole list here. But basically, if you need help, posting to social, yeah, Cheryl, yeah, that should be fine. I think the THC will be fine, like, anywhere. It'll just be another oil. I'm really happy to find out that it's not going to cost a lot more, than it does now. Sorry, I have these crazy, like, guys, I am from Illinois, like southern Illinois, Indiana, and like redneck central, okay? So whenever I say this, you know, it's not being rude, but it's crazy. We live in a super nice neighborhood, and then like 3 houses down, we have like 4 extreme redneck, like young men, like maybe 21-year-olds living down there, and they fix their trucks in the driveway like every day, and they have a 2-tone truck flying like an American flag and a black and white flag. I don't know, they're crazy. Now they're down there honking, and I don't even know. It's craziness.
Got a reminder the property manager's coming in 1 hour.
I know, it just popped up. Okay, well, anyways, guys, I think that's it. I hope that helped with the followers and whatever. Hot market, cold market, warm market. Cheryl, no, they have on like overalls and duck boots, and right now I'm looking at a truck that's like all rusted, like up on the, I don't even know what you call it, whatever for them to work under. It's crazy to me because the homeowner association said my husband couldn't park his fiber vehicle here, his work vehicle, but they don't care about them out there doing all this stuff in the driveway with the, I don't know, it's crazy. Anyways, guys, with their shirts off. You're so ornery, Cheryl. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I think I'm gonna schedule some times, probably next week. I'm gonna make like a calendar, and if you want to do like a one-on-one like brainstorming thing or get help with anything like that, that would be the time. And probably open it to my downline and their direct downline, okay? And we'll do that. So hopefully we can get any specific questions. But I'm gonna get this on YouTube for my deaf friends, and we'll go from there. So you guys have a great day. And you know what? I want to talk about one other thing. But I'm gonna make a separate video to talk about this. But it's good. So I'm gonna end this one. Bye guys.